Hey. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's doing okay. We are back with more Danganronpa 2. Yeah, last stream we just got to the trial, of chapter 3, with the double murder this time. And I have not much of a clue on who or what happened. If I remember, I'm sussing Sonya, but I can't remember why. So I have no idea what to expect for this one. I'm expecting my brain to melt. But I hope everyone's doing okay. As always, I'm sorry I'm not streaming more, just life at the moment, but I will be picking it up when I can, I promise. But for now, at least we have this. As always, I promise you I'll keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. So, why don't we dive in? Let's dive back in. If I can find my button. Hi, Simple Rock. That is one way of diving straight back in. Let me just load the save. That one. Happy Thursday, bro. You alright, Simple Rock? I restarted the router before joining this time. Oh, good. I think I remember as well, our pet just did a thing. Yeah, we now have Monami, or Usami now. So we'll leave that. I will go get my shot. It's not my fault I'm drinking it. They make me do it. Well, happy Thursday. I'm gonna need this, aren't I? I have no idea what to expect in this one. Beside the room, I hope you're all good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Just plodding along. I've had a very, very long week, but beyond that, cheers. Let's try not to go mental. Right, straight to Monokuma Rock. Monokuma Rock. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. God, there is not a no. Is that really everyone who's alive right now? Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk, hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain just works fine.
Hey!
That makes one of us. Monokuma, what did you do with Nikomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Wait, what?
That's...
Avenge? It sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nikomaru is unfortunately unavailable, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Do you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nikomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nikomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Oh, what's he done?
See?
What's he know? Let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Okay. Conveniently, everybody's standing in the exact right place, so they're not crushed by this escalator. Arr. We stepped into the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. That's what happens when people keep dying. Bit of basic maths, really. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the engineering involved here is very good. Like, the elevator began its deep descent, but nobody said a word. As we stood there, trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Imagine being the lift installer for this. We want a creepy cage elevator that goes inside a rock. And no questions. When it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, and almost tantalizingly. I'm skipping that. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. What's it gonna look like this time? Ooh. I'll get bored of this one. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nikamaru's not here either.
Hey, hey!
Is Nikamaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No, no!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
The beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to begin. Oh, Ibuki Moda, why Ibuki? No! She was really loud, but she was the mood maker. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. And Hiyoko, no one cares. It's like yin-yang, the amount of feelings I'm feeling right now. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'll never know that she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and was desperately trying to come to terms with Maru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. They knew they had to balance out the pain. Yeah, exactly. I definitely can't believe it. That's a lot of red. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter what the cost, for our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki, I have lost the ability to talk, and I've only just started. Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtains of the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Would you like to save? I would like to save. Right, skills. I think I could buy some more skills. I think I was meant to buy more skills, wasn't I? Shred guitar. Yeah, I want a shred guitar. Oh, open the amber. Here we go. We have 8 fragments. Any ideas? Any good ones? Moonsault. Jumping power. Oh no. This is turning power. You see, I didn't find that one hard at all, so I'm not bothered. Oh, that's the back and forth. That one's not too bad. I kind of get it. Allows you to lock on 2 statements at once. That one could be quite good. Oh, increased bullet capacity. The influence gauge recovers over time. Oh, that's health. That's free health. That's good. Algorithm. Yeah, I think... No, I think that one could be good. Doing more damage during the dance bit, the Dance Dance Revolution bits, maybe. Actually, that one wasn't too bad. Increase aiming speed. Reduces aiming speed. Increase time limit. That one could be good, right? That one's just a good... That's just a good all-rounder, isn't it? Let's get that. And then we've got 3. What can we get? Nah, I don't think that's needed. Nah. I think we'll stick with that one. That's everything. Cool. Have a look through the handbook. What have we got? What's our truth bullet so far? So we've got the file. One was hung, one was slit the throat. There were bloodstains on Ibuki's feet. There's the throat. Key in Thingy's kimono. We'll work it out. What's the scrap of paper? Well, that was on the lighting bar. The curtain. Why was it there? Step ladder, candle. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, there was the thing in the hotel, wasn't there? The hospital. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Finish our prep. Trial time!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class
Monomi's still
trial,
being
you will
hung.
present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Pretty sus if you ask me.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Burn.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
It may be empty, but what's the problem?
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the DisBEAR disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to
Good
turn on the
recap. I
monitor,
kind of need this.
what appeared on screen was A video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
There's no hair there, though. Like, there's no hair poking out of the bag like there is with Ibuki.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
You're absolutely mental.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
Look,
By
hair.
the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
One thing I will note is the... You look, the rope around her neck is loose.
I thought I should tell the others right away,
I think
so
that's
I
normal.
headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
In various ways.
Various ways?
Thank you, Dr. Pepper. Like, let's not ignore this.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
What?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you can make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Yeah, this guy. This guy. Just as Kazuki said, Nagato is the kind of guy who would confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagato. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. It's alright. Not a problem, not a problem.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Oh,
means
here
it
we go.
probably is Hajime's fault.
The movie's invitational ticket, because I didn't see it till afterwards.
Hajime's testimony.
If Hajime's... then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think
By
I
the way,
can...
no one's
After all,
jumping down my
why would
throat. They're like,
Obviously,
wait,
Did Hajime
really?
kill both?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Nah.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket.
The
has proven
theory,
that.
I don't know. I genuinely don't. Like, it could be Nagato, but I don't think Nagato. Let's go to the board. Let's go to the board, eh? So, could be Nagato, but I don't think Nagato would kill someone off his own back. He would only ever work with someone. I think Ibuki, because she was susceptible to anything anyone said, was told by someone to kill Hiyoko and then kill herself. So the question is, who told her to do it? Could have been Akane. It could be Mikan. It could be Fujiko, but I don't feel like it is going to be him. It could be some like Nikamaro nonsense. The thing is, it could have been Hiyoko, and then it backfired. It could be Mikan, and she's got like an evil side. It could be Sonya. Sonya, I'm really sus of her because she's like obsessed with killers. I genuinely haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
It is going to be interesting.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I mean, he's got a point.
It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Maybe.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
That is a fire risk if that's true.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonya and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
What?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Yeah, what?
We stop making bad jokes?
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Wait, they said someone was an imposter. Could it have been Nikamaru?
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fujika obviously thinks so, but is it really it? I mean, I thought so. What was the semi-transparent glob? Oh yeah, that was a thing. That was like holding the door together, wasn't it?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Okay.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
No, not that one.
Crap!
I was agreeing. I was gonna go drumstick and glob.
The killer was still inside the... By locking the door, they tried to keep us...
It seems they were trying...
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a...
The lock was on the floor in front of...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Yeah, exactly. Sus. I don't know.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
What do I have?
they tried to keep us from getting in.
Key,
It seems they were trying
paper.
to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
This is really
That door
difficult.
should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding waited till we get and suddenly
So they look like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Right. So we've got a few things.
the
I
killer
think
was
it's
still
gonna be
inside the
some-
music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Did they though?
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor and
Are you talking about the broken drum?
you can use that as a bolt
just
to
skip
lock
past
the door.
it.
By doing that, the killer waited till we get and suddenly
So they look like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I'm gonna try from the inside and drumstick.
The
Like,
killer was still
yes, they
inside,
did it
locking
from
the
the
door.
inside,
They
which I
tried
don't
to
see how
keep
it's gonna
us-
help the
Seems they were
case.
trying...
How did they lock the
But
door?
I'm just trying to
That door
pass
should
this,
not have
'cause I
had a
ain't got a
lock.
clue.
The lock was on the floor in front of the...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Nope.
Crap!
I'm
The
really
killer
sorry,
was still
everyone.
inside
I
by
have
locking
no
the door
idea
from
for
the
this.
inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
No.
Damn it!
What are the truth bullets we got? So
The
we
killer
got the
was still
piece of
inside
paper
the
that was
music
stuck in the
venue.
thing, the step ladder, nah.
By
The
locking the
glob
door
did.
from the inside.
Ah, maybe. Yes!
No, that's wrong!
So the glob was stuck to the door.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
But where? Sorry about that. It wasn't rubber at all. The semi-transparent was probably blue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue. Glue?
Yeah, I think it had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
When I ate it, it stuck my mouth together.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from
You put
the
it in her mouth,
outside.
yeah, because that's what you do with strange substances. Sorry about this. So. Game looks interesting, but I've only watched the anime before. It's pretty decent. Yeah, I've not watched the anime. I've been told multiple times not to watch the anime. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty insane, I'll tell you that. I don't know how the anime affects it because I've not watched it. This is my first time.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with
Watching you
glue,
from my computer. Hey, Jaden. Hope you're right, buddy.
easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
Ooh, that is pretty sus.
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia.
I'm doing
and
well.
me.
That's good to hear,
However,
man. Good
you're
to
not
hear.
allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Friendship. Friendship saves the day. Well, who you suspected? I haven't got a clue. I genuinely haven't got an idea at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
I suspect Hajime. It could be Hajime at this rate. I haven't got a clue.
Even quick work has limits.
If I had to suss anyone, I would probably say Sonya. But I'm not sure. I think it might have been Ibuki was convinced to kill Hiyoko, then kill herself. Then the question is who would do the convincing? And I think either Either I don't know. It could be Crazy Dude, but I don't think he would kill Bart for himself. Or it could have been yeah, someone in the hospital maybe. I don't know.
Aww,
Could be Mikan actually.
what unimaginable
She's just got
speed
like
for
a
slowpoke
dark side
like
that we
me.
just don't know about.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue,
Sonia, on what grounds? She's a princess and wouldn't stoop so low as to kill a commoner. But she's also obsessed with serial killers. That's literally all I have to go on. But like she was not around at the right interval.
they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Baton, come on.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
What was it? Oh my god, I don't know, Wall paper. Is that a W? Yes. Wallpaper. A. Where's the other way? Ah! I forgot how to spell paper. That's what's going on right now. Where's an R? Where's an R? Where's an R? No! Not like this! Not like that!
I got it!
Yeah, wallpaper.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
I'd like to buy an L.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
How did they get that?
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Hi, Dre. Hi, Kadia. Hope you okay.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Was it already wrapped around her? And I just didn't notice. How would I have not noticed that, though? I want to go back and do that find. Oh my god. Yeah, I like this one. Here we go! This is definitely my favorite minigame. I'm all about this. Has anybody played Sayonara Hearts? Now that is a great game. I'd love to stream it, but I don't think it would pass the MCA. Yeah, Sayonara Wild Hearts is absolutely brilliant. It was hidden. It was hidden. But yeah, Sayonara Wild Hearts is a great game. I swear, like, if you get the opportunity to try it, try it. It's a game that's similar to like this minigame, but it's an album, and it's basically a music video for an album. It's absolutely incredible. Really good album. I want to play that again, actually. Question 2. What did the killer use to hide the body? The wallpaper! I'm like, I should have noticed it, right? If the wallpaper was, like, wrapped around her, attached to the pillar. Maybe I didn't. Jump. 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 Question 3. How did the killer hide the body? They covered the pillar. Do we know?
It's all coming together.
Oh, does that mean I got it right? Yeah.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Is that what I saw when I first saw the body then?
However,
Yeah.
because it was concealed
my
within a
God.
slightly larger
How did
pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
How did I not notice that?
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Ooh, no one's seen her for a few days before.
And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The Because they like movies. Mix up the killing.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I was about to say, like, what?
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Dude, chill. Like, seriously.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
I have been out-jerked! What?
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Why are they arguing?
You're one to talk.
I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Which would be the blood on the shoes. Blood on the shoes. Blood on the shoes. Let's shoot it with blood
When
on the
Hiyoko
shoes.
died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yeah, there we go. That's what we need.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
I can agree with that.
Weak, weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Right.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's
So-
feet.
I am telling you to Did you see her walk?
If her feet were... Was there any sign she
Boom!
I agree with that.
Consent. Always ask for it.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Oh my god, it's a sword fight.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I love Gundam, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, rebuttal showdown, here we go. Let's try and not mess this up. The step ladder. So I'm assuming we're going to talk about blood.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh.
Crap!
You're saying the blood on
It
Ibuki's
was-
feet belonged to Hiyoko?
Smudge.
Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Bazinga!
Allow me to cut through those words. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikan, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Told.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the DisBEAR disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
And it means that Mei fucking...
Then she was alive!
Nagato could help her out, because that's all he wants to do, help someone do a murder. So he convinced Ibuki to kill Mikan, then kill herself, and then he covered it up because he likes the puzzle. Solved. Solved. Pog. Tell you, that's it. We might finally get rid of him. But we might not, because he might not have actually killed.
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending
BRB, no worries, Shaden.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Right, but there's no hair.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did
Look at Monome's
something.
spine. They're going, ah!
So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Make the argument. Right, what are the accounts? What are the accounts? Because I do not remember. Hey, Cooper! How's it going? Worst operation name ever. Right. Right up to the announcement, Mikan was with Hajime. Then she went to the hospital. Okay, she's safe. After Fujiko met Mikan, they split up. Yoko was distraught when Sonia Paddington. Okay. How you doing, Cooper? Everything okay?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Worst alibis
Aside from
ever.
those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Because it's a terrible name. Right. So I've got to say
We can
who
exclude
doesn't
the
have
sick
an
people
alibi.
like me and Akane, right?
Mikan
And what about the others?
has an alibi.
Right before the I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
If nobody has an alibi, I have one. I was hanging out with the killer in secret. I promise I wouldn't say anything about them.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Because it's a stupid name.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Would it work better if they called it Operation Grey Thunder? Yeah, exactly. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? What was the trap? I think what he saw was not the one. What, suspended? Don't you suspend me. Oh, God.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, mon ami. Those mothballs sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off mothballs. And there's some chance time. Oh, well, what's that? Now then, mon ami's appeal time starts now. What appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is going to give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then, I'm Yusumi, magical miracle girl star Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. What is that? What? I guess I'd like to save. Get my new music program installed. What are you installing?
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Yeah, Jaden, what music is on? Fruity Loops Studio. My God, I remember playing with that when I was very young. It's quite a cool one. It's cool. It's very basic, but it is quite good to create little things. God, I've used that in ages.
He's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Everyone pay attention.
Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Oh, mon ami. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is the reason of them falsifying the murder sequence. Very young? What do you mean about 10 years ago? I'm sorry, but did I use Fruity Loops at uni? I might have. I did find it quite fun. I went for a stage using Fruity Loops quite a lot.
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you?
I'm assuming it's better now, but it was always quite good. I just load of squares and it's like, I want this. Fruity Loops is pretty sick. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing. Boy, do I have an interaction for you. Go on then.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
I also used Fruity Loops once and deleted it because it was kind of... Nah, man. Like, so Fruity Loops, you put a sample down and then you set a timer, and then you'd be like, I want it there, 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 and there, and it's just little squares, and it plays the sample, and then you just basically make a grid. It's great. It's great for 8-bit and stuff like that.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
No, because the rule came afterwards.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
Gundam, you're fighting too much on this case. Please don't let it be you. I'm going to be really sad.
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example,
It's all about Presonius Studio
Hyoko
1
go to the
now.
music
Yeah?
venue?
I mean, I don't know. I still keep to Logic. I think Logic's pretty good. Logic and Reaper. Well, they're like recording DAWs. It's a DAW for anyone who thinks, damn, I wish Logic was on Windows. Oh, okay, that's good.
So,
There's quite
you're
a
saying
few
the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
He says as one of them is literally asleep on his scar. Why Hyoko went to the music venue. If that's the key, I need to find out the amount of cost. And this is why I saw Sonic. She's the one who told her. The motel key.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Yeah, it was to use the mirror.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it,
Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
Nope.
no, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Oh, I missed.
She was guided by the will of causality.
So I like the way he's like trying to come up with good answers, and it's like
Maybe
it
the
could just
killer
be
sucked.
anything.
If that's not, maybe she got a.
No, she went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
How much does it cost? What, Presonus? I'm not sure, to be
Just as
honest.
Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the DisBEAR disease, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what people might have asked.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
A month. I hate everything's monthly fees now. Like, that is the worst. Just get Reaper, guys. It does the job. It's fine.
This is my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk.
Why is she arguing with me? Just for the fun of it. Step ladder candle, smudge on the floor, Mikan's account. Oh my god. I don't know. I actually don't know. Sonya.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right?
That was the one.
She definitely got abducted or something.
The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and
Forcibly abducted her.
the girl is so small and weak-looking.
And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono, there's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words.
They got a couple of different versions from free to professional. Professional's 340. That isn't bad.
She wasn't able to properly
340
wear
quid is not bad for a decent DIW.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
I've tried them all. Cubase, Ableton. I mean, it purely depends what you want it for. This damn chapter. Hi. Hey, VTuber Namani. How's it going? Yeah, I'm so lost right now. I'm very lost. I'm not
She
sure
went
what's
to the
gonna
venue
happen.
on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I think with DOWs, it's very personal and it's purely what works for you. For me, I just need something that records stems. Because I have a lot of my own plugins and stuff that I can use after, so it doesn't really matter what I use. And then Logic is my favorite, like backend. Ableton on the other side is awesome if you're doing it for live and you want to use live samples.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
That's a little extreme.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Dr. Pepper, come on, rein it in. Nope.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
Oh, was it
Do
Dr.
you want
Pepper?
me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Why is everyone talking about getting naked? What is happening in this chapter?
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
After Teru dies, Kazuchi takes over his role in spirit.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
It's an OG, but I didn't like her much anyway. Yeah, no one does. Like, Ibuki died, it was sad. Yoko died, it was like, eh.
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's planned from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. BRB, you know we're a simple rock.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
The free version of Studio One is pretty much everything you need except BST support. Ah, yeah, that's not great. But if it's a good DAW to like, at least break stuff down on, like that could be a really good start.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet? Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Oh my god. Chill.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
He's finally on board with us all. We had this conversation, guys.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Where have you been the last hour?
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
I love Fujiko purely because of that.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
It was blood splatter.
This is strange.
While she was already hanging.
Strange.
Fujiko is one of the best boys in this list of characters. He is now, until he had his bit of personality change. I wasn't too sure about him, but yeah. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, they're an important clue. Just as Nagato said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the ladder?
I can prove it with this.
So she was already hanging. Hiyoko came onto her, and then someone went,
"Whoa!"
"Whoa!"
to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
So Hiyoko told Ibuki to kill herself, and someone killed Hiyoko.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagato Kamida. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just I thought it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding the incident is in the video, and the video was filmed in the upstairs of the hospital.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Am I just gonna argue with myself?
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
No, I think the video was filmed in the hospital. And that's why the camera in the venue was smashed, so they couldn't check it. There's some kind of hidden clue. I should have seen something strange. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw the video. So I'm the only one who can do it. A hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates, we should be able to figure out what's strange. The curtain is too low. It's the video, I don't really know the suspicious, more obvious clue. There's no blood on it.
Here!
And she doesn't have long hair.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Studio 1 on the pan law compensation is a bit bugged. I think it defaults to -3 and you can't change it. Okay.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
Hey, Rock.
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Because there is only one stepladder in the world.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Now I want to rewatch the whole series. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Good old John Cena. I mean, admittedly, I thought I stopped that because I've started to get flagged for it. Maybe I don't get flagged for it. I will check after, else I might have to get rid. I know, no, I think I did cut it. I think the clip that's on it is now shorter. No, I don't think I do get it. I think that's just me being an idiot. If that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime, I think is the place where the killer did it. Wait, what's the question? What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime? Location. Oh my god, I don't know. Yeah, I'm nailing this. I'll be refraining from playing the theme. No, it's totally fine, man. I think I cut the track so it no longer flags. That's why it's still live, because I swear I saw it nice out last week or something. Film. I'm guessing an M. Film. Yeah. Ography. Yeah, don't refrain from it. It's there for a reason, man. Film. Filming. Need a G, I need a G. G! Filming. I have... A lot of people don't like the hang-time games. I don't know, yeah, but I'm really bad at spelling! It's got... Why is it so crazy this time? Filming... Location. I got it! C-A... I need the T. T! T-I. I need an I. O-N.
Got it.
I hate the hangman.
That's right. Besides the step ladder.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. It's a bit
too.
mental, but it's definitely better than the one in the first game. My god, that one was horrible. You sure you don't need a D? Me. I'm just really bad at spelling, so it's just difficult for me. That's right, beside the step ladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
It was Dr. Pepper, wasn't it? It was Dr. Pepper. But why? He would have done it for Sonia? Maybe. I think it was Dr. Pepper. In order to show they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do? Swap the cameras. Oh, here we go. Yay! This is a fun game. I do like this game. What's the 1, 2, 3 in the corner? Is it? Oh, it's just where I'm going. Alright, cool. Woohoo! Mad skills. Yeah, skills. Mad jump. I wish you could do tricks. I think that's what it's missing. Which bit did they tamper with? The camera. Ah! Rip. Yeah. Ah! I need to pay more attention. Like this one actually, I need to actually pay attention. Maybe if I stop pressing forward as well, I don't need to speed through this. These mad skills. Oh boy. Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? The one at the music venue. These are quite simple. Sick drifts, bruh. Yeah, boy. Sick jumps. Question 3. Did the killer do with the camera? They took it with them. Yes, no, I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
It's all coming together.
I've never got this wrong. I don't know whether it kind of you can't lose or I'm just good.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
I think this game has the best trial minigames out of the 3, yeah?
That means you should have realized that from the start. And
They're
made
easy
this
questions, so you
easier on
can
all
lose.
of us.
Okay.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
He smashed it up. He painted it. He definitely painted it. He painted the monitor so it's harder to notice.
Crap!
He destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
I'm looking forward to 3 because they've definitely improved the mini games on this one.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
I still think V3 is my favorite though, yeah? This one is... There's more people I don't like in this one, but there's a couple of people do. I don't know. Version 3 is better Hangman, yeah? I think because I grasp the universe a bit better, I'm probably enjoying this more. But the first one was still really, really good. If that's the case, where was the video film to make it look like? Music venue. The hospital. How do you improve Hangman? Ah! Why not making me do it? What? This says more than hospital. Conference room. Conference room. Come on, we need an end. We need an end. We need an end. We need an end. Oh wait, do we need no? Then an E. E-N. I don't know how I'm nailing this. C. E-N-C-E. It's C-E. C. They just spawned on each other. How is that fair? Give me that sweet, sweet M. Oh my god, I'm running out of health. Give me that M. Give me that M.
I got it.
How do you improve by making things blow up? We'll start our own hangman with blackjack.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Barely survived, yeah. But it's still good. Curtain. No. Yep. There we go. Curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
I've got a good grasp on what happened, but I still don't know who did it.
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Oh my god, that one.
Or did they make some kind of set?
It could be set.
They might have tampered with the camera.
No.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming location.
Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Okay.
There's no way the music venue.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
That one. No.
Damn it!
Oh my god, which one is
There's
it?
no way the conference room and the music venue look.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference?
That must be it. What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Thanks for your input.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
Whoa, that is some big insults there, Monami.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
BRB, you gonna grab some food? No worries, Shaden?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. The same color as the music venue stage.
Damn Monami with that burn, I know. He's gonna need some ice.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to match the music venue. Look like the conference room. It's got to be. Oh my god. The candle thing.
I can prove it with this.
Give me that tiny bit of health, please.
Right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. But that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is the site. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before. Wait, isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake. Fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference.
See,
Told you, it didn't have any hair.
the person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time,
You need to gain your
The
health
real
back.
Ibuki
Yeah, I'm
must
trying,
have
I'm trying,
already
I'm
been
trying.
killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around
They call me the,
midnight or
one-
dawn to
the
avoid
one
witnesses.
HP Luke. That's what they say.
If they took Ibuki from
Hanging
the
on
music
by a
venue
thread.
to the hospital to kill her, there's
How quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to reach Ibuki. At that moment, I realized I was in the killer's trap. The one who set up the trap for
But
me
why
was...
did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Right.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
No. I actually haven't got a clue. I haven't got I don't know. It's right, it's one of these two. It could have been her and she just played the whole game. It was Monokuma! It could be Akane. It's either Akane, Nagato, or Mikan. Right? It was me! Nagato wouldn't mind. I know, 1 minute on the clock. There wasn't enough boob for it to be her.
You're the only one! You're the killer, aren't you?
That's right!
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Look, I sussed it might have been Mikan, like, before. When I sort of worked out the video was in there. The thing is, right, it could have been Akane, but the person in the video didn't have enough assets, let's say. Akane would have been quite obvious. The innocent ones are always sus. Exactly. Yours one with the dark side.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly.
Nagato-
In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
Nagato wouldn't ever kill anyone without helping somebody. So it had to be her.
She's right.
Just like you, Katie, yeah, Margaret's flashbacks.
A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Happy what's happy, I'll be nervous. Didn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing, right? And if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby.
At that time, You said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went
Why,
to the
Megan? No! No!
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
Megan was trying to marinate that sweet, sweet Hajime meat. Oh, God.
And showed that to me.
Like, you know what I mean? She's way too provocative. Right. Conspiracy time. Closest I've got. I think she is going to turn. Like, go from being all ditzy to being super serious. Right? Let's see.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the DisBEAR disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
She convinced Thingy to do it for her.
Just shows she can't even do that.
Ibuki.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Burn!
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Why are they surrendering to tears? Trick aside, logic aside, is she capable of doing something like this? Could be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Oh, wild card.
Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else in this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside
It's
the
a killing
music
game.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, That means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loopy Buki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope won't be much of a clue. Then I may as well search in another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
And then I am done.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
The guy whose words contain a clue. Is that true? So it was Akane. The rope. It's gotta be the rope, right?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Turn, camera, temperature, rope.
She was
paper.
strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
I'm gonna die.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
I missed somehow.
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Oh, you can't take that.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Never specified. What does the Monokuma file say? Truth bullets. Ibuki's was crushed windpipe as a result of choking.
Ibuki didn't die from it. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
No.
Crap!
Ah!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the
Though hanging and the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope
Maybe
burn?
they
But we
look
believed
different.
it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for some... The body at the crime scene... Obviously, we'd...
The Monokuma file, it never specified hanging.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Right, I think I know what it might be. It might be
Ibuki
look
didn't die from
different.
she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
No hanging and strangling seems...
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars?
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Nope. Ah!
Crap! Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the...
No hanging and the scars
They leave would look different too.
I'm glad I said to rip.
Why would
No,
that?
it's
Did we fall
fine.
for some...
The body at the crime scene, obviously, we'd assume...
The Monokuma file complicated. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the...
No hanging and strangling.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars?
You mean the rope burn?
But we believed it was from... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Would he try
Obviously,
that
we'd assume...
The Monokuma file complicates. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
No. Oh, man. Oh, I got one more shot.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Right, I've got one more.
Scars they leave would look different too.
I've got look different and
But we
strangled.
believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for some... The body at the crime scene, obviously, we'd...
The Monokuma file. It never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Yeah, I know you can't memorize parts to agree. I know. I think this might be
didn't
it.
die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
No! Wait, what?
That's basically the same thing.
No hanging and strangling.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Right, let's go around again.
But we believed it. Why would that be? Did we
Because
fall
he's
for some-
saying
body at the crime
it
scene,
looks
obviously,
different,
the
and then
Monokuma file. It
I'm
never
like, no, it
specified.
looks different, even though it already comes
Misunderstood
up.
is to blame!
It's the only one I think it would
Ibuki
be.
didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
No! Rip.
Crap!
Rip. What evidence do I have? Not a lot. This is really hard. Like, normally, like, I've got a good idea about what's going on, but on this I have no clue. Like this strangling thing, like what? I like the way no matter what they just turn around and be like, actually, you just won't shut up. Like, it's you. Let's just get rid of you.
This is my...
Would I like to retry? Yes, please.
We'll never give up!
Right. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Right. What evidence do I have? So the rope, the paper, the curtain, the camera, the temperature. I think the canon reason is that me and fool you myself with so many wrong answers, people suspect you're trying to cover something up.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
No hanging and strangling
How you doing,
seem
Gamma
similar.
Tech?
They're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
You know when you overthink something so much, and then it's that simple. Okay, yourself? I'm great, thank you very much. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by the rope. There's no external injuries. There's no doubt she died from hanging. I see, so Ibuki...
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied.
Mikan! I was hoping we would save you.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan.
the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have...
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Even a drunk medical student.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Oh, it's all a lie. It's all a... She's going to change
Mekon
very
nursed
quickly.
me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
I smell liar.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mekon because she was nursing her.
So Mekon volunteered to nurse us?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mekon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Wow.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mekon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
I mean...
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
If it is her, like, are we really backing away because she's just crying? That's not okay.
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Hold.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Why are you being so deep, bro?
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Here we go. Here we go.
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
She's gone mental.
Hey, Mekon.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair.
Brady's broken. Yeah, this is why you don't bully people. Because they will snap and they will murder you. Life lesson, kids.
Why won't you forgive me? If you did, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
Mate, you're standing right next to her.
Plus, to be honest, we've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Why is Shigaki like all of them like
Hey Mikan,
just the hero?
can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy!
An answer to being shown evidence. Oh, this is what I hate. Like, this is a thing that is just like one of my biggest pet peeves. You're like, right, prove it to me. The burden of proof is on you, and they go, well, where's your proof? And it's like, no, just do your part, please.
Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Just, if you want to be forgiven, just help.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Yeah, that's right, we should.
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
There is 10 or so of us here, but we're just gonna leave it all to you. Hope that's okay. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw the video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
But what are we forgiving you for? I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. Oh, is this Dance Dance Revolution? Not quite. Blood and Souls, rope use for hanging, motel room, surveillance account, Mikan's account. What is Mikan's account? If I remember, I did actually think this sounded pretty sus, didn't it? Rabbleton Monokuma announcement, she was with Hajime. She went to the hostel to check everyone was lit. Ibuki had spares when she rushed out of the hostel to search for Ibuki. She apparently met with Fujihiro. I'm not the killer.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
She knows about the angle.
Please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
She just said about the camera angle.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head? Is the hospital gown she was? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan
know about
clearly
the
have...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
What?
Damn it!
That's it. I just need the right phrase for it.
can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that
Okay, I've
video.
got to pull something off the...
Do you have any? Is the handbag on her head?
No.
Is the hospital gown
No.
she? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Ah, what? Need a hint? I want to try and solve on your own.
Damn it!
I think I've got it. Because she's talking
I can't think of
about
anybody who could have filmed that.
camera angle. And how does she know the camera
Is the
angle?
hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Right, so do with the body
Hajime,
type.
pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out
Of
the
course,
killer's
she's
mistake.
given me the reasons to argue
We can't think of
on
anybody
the
who could have
statement of
filmed that.
body type.
Is the handbag up? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital
No.
gown?
Damn it!
Alright, let's try. Let's just go through
We
all of
can't think
them
of
on body
anybody who
type.
could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag up? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that camera,
No.
just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be so please for...
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, it could be the killer's mistake one.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown she was? Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown.
Oh, wait! There's no way you better tell whose figure is under the loose hostel ground.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on her head?
No.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she...
Ibuki and Mikan clear.
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Is there a picture of it? We're almost there. Where's my proof? Looks in presence. Okay.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any... Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital slippers she...
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your...
Right,
You
this
could
is
tell
one
her
I didn't
body
try.
type under the hospital gown?
You were so right there. Oh, I'm like...
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
Right.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on her head? Is the hospital gown she... Or
Gown.
could it be the hospital slippers she...
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that...
So none of this.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's
So
mistake.
this is what I said before. No. Point out the killer's mistake. Maybe if I take the killer's mistake.
Damn it! We can't think
The
of
body
anybody
gown
who
and the
could have
lighting
filmed that.
go the other way.
Is the
Because
handbag on
sometimes
her
it
head? Is the
catches me out
hospital gown
quite
she
a lot.
was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Or the
Just from that
bullets.
video,
Okay,
just from
look
that
at my
camera,
bullets in a
and just
sec.
from that dim candlelight?
No. Okay.
Damn it!
I didn't think there was anything on the bullets.
I'm not the killer!
The rope. The... No.
We can't think of
no.
anybody else other than you
Surveillance camera
who
unit.
could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
What I had before.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I've got to run out of time.
Or could it be the
Try and collect some
hospital
time.
slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Not that, man.
Damn it!
Listen up, scrub. Ah, this is horrible.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
I get that, but I don't know.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, I hit the word. No! Ah. Right. Can we help? I've done a series of it. Go on then. You can tip me. Don't just tell me straight out, but I'm happy for a push. Because I did just run a full life bar on that. Yeah, I know, I've run out of time, but like, I'd like to retry it.
We will never give up.
Small tip, yeah. So. You're right and pick up a statement, just the wrong one. He must have memorized the statement. Ah, I did think about that. That was what I was saying, and then I got distracted, didn't I? I was going in that direction. Right.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown?
I can see what you guys are saying now. Yeah, I was on the right trail of thought.
Just from that. There's no way you'd be so pleased.
Hajime, pay close. You're the only one who can point
Get
out
out
the
of the way!
killer's mistake.
Right, what is the killer's mistake? The killer's mistake is her mentioning the camera angle. And that's the argument, right?
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag off? Is the
think.
hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really?
No one
You could tell
knows
her
the
body
camera
type
angle.
just from that video. Just from that camera angle.
Ah!
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
I was trying this is what gets me. I was trying it the other way round. Ah,
Mistake?
As I
finally.
said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Knew it.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Oh, Mikan.
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
It's not a matter of forgiveness. It's a matter of did you do it? Oh.
Huh?
She has actually lost it.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible. Yeah, she's broken.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Why are you drooling by that thought?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, Did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
I will say, this is when I didn't like her so much. Yeah, no, I can see that.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Oopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Mikan on McDonald's Sprite.
So don't you think it's impossible?
Anyways, I'm making art.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
I'd pit Hiyoko over Mikan any day. Oof. I might have killed someone, but at least I got my limited edition bag.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
But it wasn't limited to one per person.
That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action, or PTA. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humour me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features, their features will be added. You will no longer be able to do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen is the number of bullets. From this, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab. Just like lock it on, press the tab in time. Controls are the same. Let's do it. Bullets will not be refreshed. Let's be careful. Also, your ammo be completely refreshed and will not run out during feed time. Okay, yeah, it's almost like I've done this before. I guess it was pretty useless explanation, even though this was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you. You should be able to find it beyond this. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
This is the worst argument ever.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Here we go.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me!
Why am I missing?
Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you
Am I
forgive
pressing
me
the wrong button?
already?
Why is it firing all the time?
Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only
Wait,
me?
I don't understand what's going on. Something really weird's happening. It's not letting me actually target anything.
Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please,
I mean, I'm
draw
still
on
beating
me.
it this way, but it feels kind of cheesy.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me!
Why is it shooting?
Please, draw on me!
Oh, I hold it on this, don't I?
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
It's not like the old one.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
It's a bonus prize.
This is the end!
I use words correctly. I keep thinking it's like the first game where you have to keep tapping it, and it was just really confused me why it wasn't working. Monokuma mentioned this earlier. When you buy one bag, you get another for free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
Bone the meat on. Yeah, I managed to get this one.
Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Like, stop talking about forgiveness and just be like, I didn't do it. Look, here's evidence. Instead of just being like, wah.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
It's comic book time! Right, this is gonna be... Oh, I keep forgetting it's full thing now, isn't it? Run in, see hanging body, run away. And then run away, none of them. Small clue, none of them. Yoko was taped to the pillar. They glued the thing together. Turning the camera on, what's left of the unit, and she was taped. But like, none of these seem to fit. Oh. Last stop. Well, this is a short one. Doing. Ripping the thing up there.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
It's already over after I make 6 pages of a detailed comic book where your crimes were exposed. Okay, here we go, guys. I'll turn it up and we can vibe out as we hear it.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
It's not time for a bit of a wee row.
That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance.
If I went to go get Meekan, this whole thing would have fell apart much sooner.
And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance.
I mean, why didn't they actually just use
However,
the drumstick?
they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me.
Yeah, if I went to go get Mika, like, this would have
They
been
helped
over.
us force
no
open the
time.
music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
But
They made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Oh, it won't let me remove auto. We're trapped in auto. Yeah, she's definitely lost it.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
No. What now, Monokuma? Some good scores. Oh, look at them 100 points. Mwah. I mean, I messed up a little bit at the end, but I think overall, I'll take a beat. Actually,
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
he definitely said conclusion.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Let's go!
I also don't understand this bit. Why does it look like just such an like a cutscene from like the 90s? It's just so out of place, but I love it. All rise.
Well now.
I'm also sad the giant iPad hasn't came into use yet. Now then, though it may be obvious,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Tusumiki.
Damn it.
Gotta be shitting me. Did you say Mikan? The one who nursed us back to health was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere. Yeah, she broke. She definitely broke.
What's going on?
This chick?
Hey, hey.
This is nothing like Pico. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Tusumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the DisBEAR disease, which was the motive for the case.
What?
Mika too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mika for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Gee, mate, has something crossed your mind? Let's just, you know, get reminded of this scene with his, erect hair. That's right, Milk felt really hot that time. When I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Buki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then because of the disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name DisBEAR. Losing all hope and harboring despair. Because of the DisBEAR disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. It's gonna be the other way round, isn't it?
Jeez.
Which means the Mika standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person. Now she's infected by the disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate DisBEAR. Oh, I don't want her to die if she's done it because of the disease. This is the worst one. Ibuki, now Mikan. I mean, Hiyoko dying is a plus, but not like this. Exactly, not like this. That's the reason why I can't forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive. They'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
What? I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly...
It's love.
Oh my god.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? It's because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? Despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Look, is this really despair disease?
This is...
Seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to disease. Because thanks to disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering... No, take it back, Rock. She's not forgiven. She actually remembered everything that happened and then went on a murdering spree.
But...
That means she remembered something and ended up like this.
such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you came to the island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Ooh. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. That's actually why a lot of people don't like this chapter. She wasn't properly provoked into killing. Yeah. I'm the person I am today because of my human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? There you go, kids. Don't kill, else you will be murdered. Even so, the current me is most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That's the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Who are you talking about? This is really creepy. Are you saying this is the normal Meekan? I'm going to take Abby for a walk. If you wrap up soon, take care. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up once we start the next chapter. No worries, I'll see you next week, Jaden. Thanks as always for stopping by. Lots of love. She's the real Meekan? Meekan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are... Which is kind of understandable why she killed, Hikaru, sorry. But, why did she kill, Ibiki? I can't say words. You still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization you're worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not only know, I just remembered. I knew about it all along. That's how horrifying about the horrifying organization known as World Ender. Is also known as the Future Foundation. That's right, the symbol on the door. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation and what are they planning? As the name is there, it suggests... Oh my god, we're getting lore! We're getting lore! That organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? I knew it! Monami and Monokuma, they're both members of the crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
And my existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Meekan, if you really remember, then you already know the true identity of the traitor. Of course I know. Let's see. The Future Foundation's lackey that is hiding among you all is interrupted by Monokuma in 3, 2, 1. Oh well, no one really cares about that, do you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Do you even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I don't care about anyone or... Oh, come on. Tell us.
That is...
Mikan. Oh, it's going to be Bakura. She's going to be like the simp for this Bakura, right? She might be twisted, but at least she's not a snitch. I won't believe it. Oh, we might find out about Bakura, though. Come on. There's no I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with until now? The past. Huh? The person didn't exist. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing as a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present.
Well...
That applies to you as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory is. Losing memories,
Do you understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Yeah, she's got me there. Losing our memories makes the shadows dance. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. The story about our stolen school lives.
Hey.
So if it's true all along, our memories were taken away.
Damn it.
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, no! Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Tsutsumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Who is it?
I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Woo! Oh, we're not going to find out. Mikan has been found guilty. Time for punishment. Oh, Mikan, why? Bye-bye, ouchies. What is going on? What? Oh, there's going to be such a fan service moment in there. Oh, she might not have died. Yeah, she just got spaced. It's finished. That was just sent to orbit, yeah. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibukimoto and Hiyoko Satsayoni was Mikan. And she's been executed. Well, she didn't have a spacesuit, so she's definitely dead. She apparently committed a crime because she was affected by the disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the disease?
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up just like that from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
even if her words were influenced by despair disease, if disease turned her into that. A lost self is a simple disease. He was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
I
Please wait!
That's impossible! I mean, they were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards, collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving only her malice. And now, like, she could have definitely survived. I kind of like the idea of Mika's endlessly in space with a huge leg, yeah, just circling the Earth forever. And now there's no way we can move on or try to have clear-cut attitude about these feelings.
Damn it!
It would have been easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monomi looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, it wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? Ooh.
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monomi.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during break. The right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey.
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know. Isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because the downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Huh?
Could it be Nikamaru?
Hey!
Is it Nikamaru was safe after all?
Hmm.
Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. The crazy bastard Nikamaru would come back to us in one piece. We're starting to see the light of hope. Oh, he's gonna be like... He's gonna like have his legs blown off or something, right?
So just as I thought.
But if our friends just died, I can't really be happy. Hey, Sonia.
However...
Even so, I'm happy. If Nikamaru is safe, I am happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken away from us will do the same if they still live. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. Oh, that is an insult. That is a brilliant reply.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki,
Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me right now. I want to warmly welcome Nikamaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Let's all go and greet Nikamaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of the disease? I don't get it all. I can't.
All right!
Let's go! Nikamaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. I love how the happy music kicks back in after a beautiful execution, yeah. Ah, they ran off without listening what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
They're so important, didn't they learn to stick around until others had finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I'm just trying to explain everything properly to them. Including Nikamaru's body. What? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear... He bears... What did you do to Nikamaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him. Oh, he's like a robot. He's turned him into a robot, hasn't he? As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. To the beach!
All right!
Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept running towards the first beach. Where is he? Where is he? Where is Nikamaru?
Hey!
Show yourself.
Listen!
We've come to pick you up. Please hurry and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around. We raised our voices again. We looked around again. And we kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
What's going on? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be we got false info from Monokuma? And that's when it happened. Is he the monkey? We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice and we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! Name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Why does he still have a beard? Why? I love it. Looks dope though. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Run out of time. And there we go. Chapter 3. How many have we got left? Oh, 9 people. So, 9. So we've got 9. Another pair goes. Chapter 4. Another pair goes. Chapter 5. At least 5 left. And 4 and 5 left. I like to save the progress. Yes, I would. Do it right back at the top. And well, we'll carry on chapter 4 next week. Yeah. Oh man. I suspect I when I started this, like, I had a few ideas, but I didn't know. I couldn't really think of enough to be like, it's definitely this person. And it turns out it's actually Mikan. Oh my god. I didn't want it to be Mikan. Ibuki and Mikan both gone. Oh, and of course, annoying girl as well. I'm not too bothered about that. Well, there we go. Man. So yeah. My brain. Next week, we'll be back. I'll be back with chapter 4. Hoping we'll see how far we get. I normally try and get to the sort of the length of this one. I've been trying to like at least get to the investigation. But we'll try and get all the way to the trial, and then we'll do the trial week after. You know, normal stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for everyone for joining. Thanks for everyone for just being here and keeping me company. It's awesome. I fucking love you all. As always, I will say I might do one-offs where I do some Sea of Thieves and stuff, but at the moment I just can't, and I hate it, and I really dislike it. But as things get back to normal, my life will be better as far as timing. Yeah, but as soon as stuff settle up in a few weeks' time, I'll be back to streaming more regularly. Until then, we will always have Thursdays. We'll always have this nonsense, no matter what. So yeah, I hope to see you same time next week. If you don't know, I've for the new people who's appeared, once again, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining in. I've got Twitter where I post when I am streaming and stuff. Facebook. I don't have Facebook. Why am I saying Facebook? And YouTube where I upload highlights from other streams, and I always whack the Danganronpa streams on as well. They go midday on Thursdays just before I stream. Not just before I stream, a few hours before I stream. So, you can watch it and then watch me some more because you're crazy like that. But I do. I thank you all so much. Hi, Jin. Hi, back. I've just finished. We just met Nikamaru and his weird robot body. And I think that's just broken me, like, for the final moment. But yeah, hope to see you all next time. Lots and lots of love. Keep an eye out for if I do any random streams. I don't know what's going on at the moment. But if I can, I will. Lots of love. Should we raid someone? Let's raid someone. I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at the whole remembering to raid them. Who is on? Who is on? Genshin Impact. I haven't really played that properly, to be honest. I've been raiding nonary games, people. So let's have a look. Nah. Can't seem to find anyone. You know what? Let's just call it even. Wait. Is this who I think this is? Hold on. You know what? I think this is who I raided last week. You know what? We'll just do this again and we'll say hello. Okay. Maybe not. That is some... Yeah, maybe not. I'm saying that slightly open. You know what? Let's go. I'm just losing my mind on it. Right. I will plan this better. I swear. Right. Lots of love. Catch you all next time. Bye-bye. Mwah. Peace. I'm happy. If Nikamaru is safe, I am happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken away from us will do the same if they still live.
Huh.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. Oh, that is an insult. That is a brilliant reply. I'm happy. If Nikamaru is safe, I am happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken away from us will do the same if they still live.
Huh.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. Oh, that is an insult. That is a brilliant reply. I'm happy. If Nikamaru is safe, I am happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken away from us will do the same if they still live.
Huh.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. Oh, that is an insult. That is